Hey guys, how we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we today? Come on in, come on in. I'm actually gonna make sure that I'm on. So I'm gonna look on my page to make sure that I am live, all the way live. So I wanted to jump in here really fast and I want to really talk about how to use your expertise to build wealth. How to use your expertise to build wealth. So I'm coming in here, checking in my phone, just to make sure that we are all the way live. Good. So I wanted to talk about this really fast. Okay, good. Oh, yep, we're good to go. So I wanted to talk about this because I know there's a lot of people that tells me all the time that Sherri, I have amazing skills. I am great at amazing things, and I know how to do things, but I don't believe that my skills or my purpose is going to make me wealthy. And if that's the goal that I have for my family, how is that going to happen for me? So I want to walk through the process really fast off that. So good morning. I am an early riser and I literally love, this is when the brain functions best early in the morning for me. So I wanted to just attach that. For those of you who don't know who I am, it's Sherri Somers, your revenue master life coach. I help female experts in the financial space to become the authority so they can gain their financial confidence. Now that that's out the way, in this videos, we're going to talk about how to use your expertise to build wealth. Now let's talk about building wealth. Wealth is accumulated through assets, right? Wealth is accumulated through assets. And when we think of assets, we sometimes think of like real estate assets, right? Or be right. The first thing that comes to mind is like real estate assets, something tangible. But what I want to remind you, there sometimes can be a product or a thing that's like a real estate asset that's tangible, but it can also be intangible. It doesn't have to always be asset. That there are things that are intangible, right? You can be a great public speaker or great consultant or copywriter, or you can be a life insurance agent or real estate agent, right? There's other ways of gaining asset that are tangible, intangible assets, right? Where you could be good. You're good at a skill, a high income skill, a skill that's going to make you money, 10,000 or a month. You have a high earning power regardless of how the industry is doing. Now, knowing that you have these skills, knowing that you have the ability to earn this income power, right? That asset, the goal is to increase your earning potential using that asset. So increase your earning potential using the asset. The goal is to become so good at your skills that you command your price, right? So there's different ways to be able to do this, right? When I got into my industry, my coaching and consulting business, when I get into that industry, there's different things in my business that bring in different revenue streams, right? And those are my assets. So when you hound in on your asset and you deliver a way to lock in that earning potential, because see, most of the time the issue is the learning potential. The earning potential. If we don't have enough earning potential, we can't be talking about wealth right now. So on the scale of where you are in building wealth, have you mastered that high income skill, your expertise, your area, your idea juices, your jam? Have you mastered your high income skill level yet to be able to earn? And so that means if you're saying no to me, Sherri, I have not mastered that high income skill, then that's where you are. That's at the level where you are. And that's okay, because now you know where you're heading to achieve. So to have your expertise build wealth, it requires you increasing your earning power, giving your expertise earning potential. So when you start giving your expertise earning potential, right? Whether you're great at public speaking or whether you're great at closing deals. See, and notice I'm saying things that are not tangible. I'm not saying things that are like, when I talk about assets and wealth building, I'm not talking about a building or real estate. I'm talking about your intangible, your soft skills. I'm talking about the things that you know how to do well, right? You may be a great writer. When you hound into those high income skills, those skills that can make you $10,000 or a month or more, when you get those skills and you package those skills, they become your asset, because you can now demand your price because you become an expertise in that area, right? I have hound in my skills on helping female expert in the financial space become the authority. I've hound in on that skill. So when you start hounding in on your skill, and your skill again does not necessarily has to be where I see people say, when I talk about accumulating your asset is what build wealth. The first thing when people say asset, you guys think of real estate asset. But no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the skills, the God-given talent that you have, some type of income, high income skills that can make it 10,000 or a month. So within your business, within your financial space, ask yourself, what is that skill? What is it? Is it public speaking? Is it consulting? Is it writing? What is that? Is it graphic design? What is that skill that you have to where you're doing it to your perspective, and the way how you do it is different from anyone, and you command the stage and people love to hear you speak or whatever that thing is. But you take that skill and you make it your own, and the way how you do it, you create your own perspective to that skill. And when you start honing in on the skill, and when you start mastering that skill, my skill when I first started out, of course, was what? Live stream, right? I was always going live and giving people that perspective of things that they didn't mean. I didn't look at it this way. So you start hounding in the skills and getting better and understanding that skills inside and out. And that will grow when you grow your skill, you also grow your earning power. When you grow your skills, you also grow your earning power. And as you grow your earning power to where you can command your price, what happened now based on if you're based on your expense versus your expense, your overhead costs get less. But now that you're commanding your price, your income, your revenue get more. So the extra from your more, now you can be in reinvesting that extra, because as you stay and master that skills, people are calling for that skills. People are calling for your expertise. So now when you start demanding your price, you keep your expenses low, but you have a high revenue. The difference in between, now you can start taking that money and investing in things. So where are you at on the wealth building platform? Are you still mastering that skill, or are you still discovering that skill? Right? Where are you on that skill area? Where are you? What are you trying to master? How are you trying to do that? Right? Whenever I have my clarity call with my clients, I don't just get to know what industry they're in, but what is their expertise? What is the skills that stand out to where it will, again, become a high income skill so I can build their financial confidence. So really fast, this is how you build wealth using your expertise, is to figure out, master, know your own perspective. See, there are 5, 6, 7 different people that may be doing what you're doing. There's a lot of public speak wherever not everyone speak the same way. So everyone bring their own perspective. Everyone give you a different type of aha moment, right? Oh, there's different financial coaches and financial consultant, so everyone do things a little bit different. That gives you your own perspective, and how that own perspective stand out among the crowd to where people like, know, and trust you, right? And as they like, know, and trust you, they're call more for your skills to where now you're like, listen, I thank you for calling for my skills. Now I'm going to charge for my skills, right? And then when you start charging for your skills, people say, oh, I like that. So when you start charging, you keep your overhead, your costs low, your expenses low, and your revenue high. And now the difference, then you take that money and reinvest it into different things, right? All right. So I want to challenge you today, under the sound of my voice, to really take the time to examine what is a high income skills that I know how to do that will make me money, and I would increase my earning power regardless of the condition of the economy. And you're saying, Sherri, I can't figure it out right now. That's why you feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email. Give me a call, whatever works for you. Email is right here as follows: info@itssherri.com, or schedule a call with me. Go to my website, itssherri.com, right? And then create and get a clarity call from me about honing in on your high income skill and using your expertise to build wealth. Until next time, it's your girl, Sherri Somers, your revenue master life coach. Have an amazing day.